Hello, beautiful beings. I'm really appreciating all the resonance and connecting with more of you and reading your comments. It really inspires me to show up. And yeah, thank you to each of you that took a moment to write a comment, to like, to share it. And it's really exciting to experience that this channel can be a space where I can let go of any filters and really share the authentic expression coming through me for the well-being of all. So thank you for being part of this process with me as I travel interdimensionally. Okay. So before I continue with words, I just like to tune into the body and the breath as it naturally is, and the elements, the natural harmony that we're a part of. The easeful resonance. And from this space, I'd like to share something again that's quite fresh. So I'm literally like just experiencing it. And as I mentioned before, these are my favorite moments to share when it's fresh out of the oven. And I'm still exploring it, and I get to explore it as I share it here. So rather, I'll just lay it out and then kind of dive into it so we can like bathe in the space of it. Rather than explaining or providing excuses for how we are to our environment, we can actually give that up and embody. I'll repeat that 2 more times. This is like a sequence of words, an algorithm. So rather than expressing and excuses, we can give that up and put that energy into our embodiment. Rather than using the mind to explain and provide excuses for how we are naturally, we can actually retrieve that energy, give that up, and embody. So just tuning into what that feels like for you, those words. What would that be like for you? To totally give up explaining and giving excuses to people why you are the way you are. Or what if you gave that up? And what if you got into your body instead? A lot happens here. Explaining and excuses is mind to mind and can feel like a ping pong, wrapped in defense, protection, blame, apology, people pleasing. That's what that energy has been wrapped up in. Because we were born into a system, a set system, that had a certain rule game, right? So it's like if you enter a game, there are rules to every game. Not good, not bad, whatever. But every rule has games. And so certain types of souls with sensitivity or with psychic abilities born into a system with certain rules. It's not like we were born into a system and we were like, what do you want to create, honey? It was like, you better be a good girl, good boy, and match the system so you can be successful, so you can survive. And so what happens as we begin opening up through this whatever healing, awakening, ascension, whatever you want to call it, curiosity journey, it's almost like the mismatch of the organic soul code will clash more with the system you were partaking in, the system you were playing in. And so what happens with the clash, it can feel really unsafe. And so what we do is we can feel like what we're doing to our environment with our psychic abilities and sensitivities, and it feels really unsafe and could feel like we're not being loved and we're not being compassionate and we're not being empathic. And so rather than getting into good, bad, right, wrong, because it's all a divine play. Every play has a set of rules and characters. And as we opt into our organic character of our soul frequency, which is beyond the mind, there can be many things happening in the environment that we're used to living in. Attack, blame, people seeing you in different ways. And so when we go into explaining or excuses, it weakens our field. It's like we're feeding back in the feedback loop. We're playing the same game. It keeps us stuck in the same game. And so however we're being seen, however we're being experienced in our environment, if we play with that responsibility to control it, our ability to respond and just constantly responding to that system, it sticks us in the system. And so there's an opportunity to bring all that energy into your body, to be a living example. Rather than putting energy into words, where the mind that's operating in the system won't even understand what you're saying. You might be called crazy, lunatic, bipolar, psychotic, whatever. Rather than battling that, rather than battling energy with excuses and explanations, can we just drop it and utilize that energy to embody, create a vessel that invites in the organic soul code? And so how to do that, you already know. Your soul knows how to guide you through the subtleties. You will know by a subtle whisper. Have a cold shower, have a cup of tea, hug a tree, walk barefoot for a minute, make a growl sound, color, journal. It's like simple, subtle things that give permission to the body to receive your light as you clear out the density from the system you were playing in. So this loneliness that I mentioned in a previous video becomes a space of nourishment, a cocoon that you can nourish in by your own light. So in these crucifixion stages, death stages, whatever, rebirth, whatever you want to call it, ego death, dark night of the soul, is a beautiful opportunity to replenish and nourish yourself and allow your light into your body, and your soul knows how to guide you. Soul, what is soul? Your innocence, the state of you that doesn't know anything but the moment. That is the innocent droplet of source, of the whole collective one, the zero that breaks down into infinite expressions. That uniqueness is you. That's why nobody can meet you there when you're replenishing truly, because it is your castle, it's your cave, where you cultivate treasures, where you find crystals and gold, and that becomes the gift that you share by your embodiment. So it's very easy. It's very simple. The challenge is the choice to give up the feedback loop, to give up what we were trained and programmed to believe safety and support is. To give up the benefits of the system, the game we were running. And it's not the end-all be-all. Once you have your light in your body, you will magnetize the people operating at the next level of the game. There's a next level of the game where there is no need for explanation or excuses, where people already know that they could feel your value system, they can feel your unspoken intention because they've been doing the same work. That spaciousness to be around such people really, truly is a playground for creativity, for art that ripples. It ripples like rivers of love, purifying the blood of this planet. And so, I could talk about this forever. For now, inviting you to play with, what would it be like to give up excuses and explanations and replace it with embodiment? It's totally possible. What would that be like? When we ask a question to the mind provides solution energy and shows us through our body. When we're seeking the answers of the mind, it's only a momentary high. And so, let me know how it goes. Let me know how it resonates. Let me know if there's something coming up. And again, like, if you've watched this whole video, what the fuck? Thank you for investing the currency of your intention and attention in this stream of consciousness. Thank you for resonating together. Thank you for harmonizing in this way. By you viewing, you might be passive, but it would be nothing if there was no witness. So I don't take this lightly when I say, wow, thank you for investing your attention here. Your attention is the most valuable currency on the planet. Your attention is the most valuable currency on the planet. Your attention is the most valuable currency on the planet, and that is known. Which is why there are so many loud things craving it. Craving it. Will do anything to get your attention. That's how valuable it is. And we mistakenly call that reality. The reality is that your attention is the most valuable currency. Not only on the planet, in the universe, in the galactic whatever you want to call it. So thank you. And I'd love to connect if you watch this, if you subscribe, like, share, comment. That means the world to me right now because we're resonating and harmonizing. And I will create and am creating spaces to actually interact and meet. It's just really settling in a new form. And so right now, the ways to connect, if you'd like to deepen, is PlayFuLL Pathways. PlayFuLL Pathways, there is an application, but we can also just hop on a curiosity call where I can share with you what it's about. It's basically a process where through play, we can melt prisons of pain into prisms of possibility. So we can create playground structures through your authentic soul code for the well-being of all. Basically, that's what it is. We use play as a practice to melt patterns, as a lubricant that can melt patterns. So if you're interested in that, let me know. And yeah, thank you for being you, exactly as you are, making all the choices you ever made. And please continue being you, because all the other parts in the play are taken. Bye.